Okay, so tonight's homework is page 223. We will be going over how to add and subtract fractions. So the directions tell us to find the sum or difference, and we have to write answers in simplest form. Write our answers in simplest form. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do number one. Once again, you will have to use your magic graph paper because there's not enough room on there. So for 1/5 and 1/2, we do not have a common denominator, so that means we need to make our fraction train. So I'll do multiples of 5 in this denominator, multiples of 1 in this denominator. I'm sorry, for this numerator. For this denominator, I do multiples of 2. For this numerator, I do multiples of 1. I look for the lowest common denominator, which for this problem is 10. So I rewrite my problem, 2/10 plus 5/10. I rewrite my problem with my equivalent fractions. Add them together, I get 7/10. Let's go ahead and take a look at a subtraction problem now. This is number 9 on your homework. Okay, so for number 9. For number 9, we will be adding 6/12 plus 1/3. So again, that's 6/12 plus 1/3. So again, I have different denominators, therefore I need to do a fraction train to make equivalent fractions. I'll do multiples of 12 in this denominator, multiples of 6 in this numerator. Do multiples of 3 in this denominator, multiples of 1 in this numerator. And I'm looking for the lowest common denominator. So in this case, it is 12. Now I'm ready to subtract 6/12 minus 4/12 gives me 2/12. This answer is not simplified to lowest terms or to simplest form. So what I have to do is make a factor chart. I'll do factors of 2, 1 times 2. Factors of 12, 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 4 times 3. The greatest common factor, the greatest number that's in both charts, is 2. So now I'll divide both of these by 2 to put it in simplest form. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now let's go down to number 17. For number 17, they switch it up on us. We're practicing on a little algebra. So what we need to do is find the unknown number. We'll still use our same strategies. Okay, so this is number 17. So again, I want to have a common denominator. So I have a 12 and a 6. So I'll create equivalent fractions, do a fraction train. I'll do multiples of 12 in this denominator, multiples of 7 in this numerator, multiples of 6 in this denominator, multiples of 1 in this numerator. So I locate my lowest common denominator, which is 12. So now I got to do my algebra. So 7/12 minus some number is 2/12. Well, 7 minus 5 is 2, and my denominator stays the same. Let's take a look at number 18. This is a addition problem. Okay, so for number 18, I have 5/18, and I'm going to add some number to 5/18 and get 1/2. Get 1/2 right here. So I need a common denominator. So I have 18 right here. 18 right here. Okay. So now I have 5/18 plus some number is going to give me 9/18. So since 5 plus 4 give me 9, and my denominator stays the same. And we'll do one of the problem solvings down at the bottom. So the question reads, who ran farther? And there's a second part of the question, how much farther? So Tiffany ran 5/6 of a mile. Shane ran 3/4 of a mile. So in order to compare these fractions, what I want to do is have a common denominator, and then I can compare the numerators. So let's find our common denominator first. So I have 5/6 and 3/4. So I'll do multiples of 6 in my fraction train here, multiples of 5 in my fraction train here, multiples of 4 in my fraction train here, multiples of 3 in my fraction train here. My common denominator is 12. So I'll do 10/12. I have 10/12 and 9/12. So that tells me that Tiffany ran farther because she ran 10/12. The question also asks how much farther, which tells me I have to subtract 10/12 minus 9/12, and she ran 1/12 farther. Please complete the rest of the problems. Thank you.